Well, we're back at it again. We kind of left things off in an unfortunate state. Well, I've had some time to think about what happened last time. It's definitely unfortunate, but I think it's the way it kind of had to go down. Also, I've been thinking specifically about Monica, and she did say that she gave advice to Sayori. I think she told Sayori to kill herself. I'm quite certain of it. And remember earlier when she said that she had an epiphany? I think she was specifically referring to her achieving self-awareness of her status as a visual novel character. Now, we could try to load the game from save point, and that would go against what Visual Novel Alan said before, saying that there's no reset point. But even then, even at this point, I'd kind of already gone ahead with adopting Yuri's writing style. And I don't think that the game would let me just go back to the save point. So, I think the only way to go is forward, because unfortunately our time with Sayori ended, but I don't think that's the end of the story. I think we have to see what Monica has planned next. Is she just upset that she's part of a visual novel and that she wants to be more real, and this is her way of rebelling? Is she a yandere who's just trying to suppress me choosing anyone besides her? Let's see. But one thing's for sure. We've run into the horror aspect of this game now. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So they're trying to suggest that the game is broken right now. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today. It just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. I would get tired of waiting up. If she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let's just say it, Sayori catch up with me. Yeah. It's an ordinary school day, like any other. I see. Don't intend on letting me go through, huh? Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups, walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. Perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Alright. Well, apparently the game corrected itself just to adjust for Sayori not being here. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Come on, visual novel Alan. Are you not aware? After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. You know what, before we go further, let's just... Huh, that's weird. What happened to my other saves? That's weird. Let's just save it on page 2 here. Clubs. Huh. Why am I thinking about this with no one urging me in this direction? There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Alan? Monica? Okay, come on, visual novel me. You had to have noticed that. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. You're making me say this all again, Monica, aren't you? Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for, anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Hahaha. Cute laugh about that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. I appreciate you bridging the gaps here, Monica. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. Oh, literature club. Okay. So that's what we're going with now. We're just going to have random glitches. That's just great. Maybe I should have just reset my save files altogether. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? There are girls in this club, at least 2 of them. Not that I would know anything about this club. Hey, Alan. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but... if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Visual novel me. You're falling for the trap. Don't... Monica is not what she seems. Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Alan. You know that? It's nothing, really. Oh no. Oh no, she used a sweet word. Shall we go then? I'll look for the material some other time. You're more important. Wait, hang on a second. Now you're laying it on really thick. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica in her irresistible smile. Last time it was a cupcake, so I think that's a step up. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Wait a second. Monica, full of energy. I feel like that term, full of energy, better describe someone else. Probably shouldn't say her name, because look at what happened last time I did that. I'm back. And I brought a guest with me. Yeah? Girl number one. I want to say hi, Yuri, but I probably can't at this point. A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Alan. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Yeah, let's just forget everything else before this point. So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? Well, hey, what? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, Vice President. It's nice to meet you. Oh yeah, side note, I wonder, if I had gone with Sayori first instead of Yuri, would Sayori have survived? Or instead of Monica just suggesting to Sayori some advice, probably advice to kill herself, Monica probably would just kill Sayori herself. That's my guess anyways. Not a big fan of those lose-lose scenarios. I'd like to think that if I'd gone with Sayori first, I would have gotten at least one good end first. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into Alan in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Alan? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here. Don't play dumb with me, Monica. You know what's going on here. But we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. I mean, I feel like there would be at least one more person besides me here. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiled to herself in relief. So, Alan, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Oh, maybe she's the one with the manga collection in this club. But I already know that. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Me too. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Yep. Aside from the obvious changes, a lot of the things are continuing as normal. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, Is that so? Really? If a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example in how Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. Monica. Just play it straight. How about this? Huh? Yeah. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. Yuri? Yuri? You're the vice president? That makes me kind of concerned for safety. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Alan? Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Well, we've seen this before, but we know it's different this time. Just, Monica, don't pull anything freaky right now. But I'm sorry. I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Alan. Uh-oh. This is different. Is she telling me the truth that she's self-aware? She better not be. I'm not ready to confront that right now. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. Okay, playing that route. Okay. If we don't find one more before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I'd feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Oh, visual novel me. Do you not realize what you're getting yourself into? Again? One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Alan? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Alan, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Don't push yourself, Monica. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Alan, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Oof. Alright. I wonder how the poem writing is going to go this time around. Cute laugh. Yeah. Yeah. Can I really impress this class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. Alright, I think we're going to end this episode here. We're going to save the surprise of how poetry writing is going to turn out this time around for the next episode. I need a moment to just kind of compose myself. Maybe finish my meal replacement drink and clear my throat or something. Powder my nose, etc. I'll see you soon.